Hey up YouTubers, how are we? Here we are again in the garage with the CCM Spitfire. When I bought it, I wasn't really happy with a couple of things. One of the things was the levers. The levers on it, standard, looked like a push bike. So I was looking around the internet and found that CCM make new billeted levers for them, which look like this. If you'd like to know how these fit on there and what they look like after, stick around, stay tuned. So it's a rather simple job really. All you need at the moment is an 8mm spanner, a 5mm Allen key, and what you need to do underneath here is your 8mm Nylox nut you need to remove, and once you remove that you've got your 5mm Allen key to remove the bolt out of the middle of the lever. Just be careful with all this because you've got a couple of springs about. So what we need to do with this now, we need to keep this bit, we need to keep the plastic bush, and we need to keep a spring on the end because they're going to go into the new levers. Straightforward, simple job, but we need to take this to bits, put it on the new lever. So as you can see on the levers, they are left and right handed depending on where they want to go. One's for the brake side and one's for the clutch side. So this one's for the clutch side. As you can see, it's quite similar. As you can see, we need the bushing in the middle and we need the adjuster, and there's a hole there for the spring which comes out and goes back into there. So we need to take this apart and put everything off that onto that. Hopefully it's going to be pretty straightforward. So the bushing, as you can see there, just falls straight out. Keep it on a clean bench because you don't want to lose any of these little bits because they'll be a bugger to find. This plastic end, see that to me looks solid. It doesn't undo or do anything. What we need to do is pull this plastic off and then we'll wind it in and then we'll better take everything apart, I would say. That would be the easiest way, wouldn't it? So all we're doing is turning it anti-clockwise, just pulling the plastic end off and then it just pops off the end. As easy as that. And all you need to do is to undo that, and then you can take the bushing out as well. Probably only come one way, will it? Yeah. There you go. Lubrication as these look, little babies. Look at them. They're like something off a push bike, don't they? You know, an awesome machine like this, and they're putting that in standard. Anyway. So now we've got all the parts that we need for our new side. Let's put them back together. So I'm thinking, no, it pops in both ways. There's no front and back to it. That needs to be put in there. Put the plastic group screw back on the adjuster, just if you put it the right way. Looks like it clips on. They've got some grease on them. Adjust it. Goes back on there. So that's the clutch lever all built back up. You can see everything's back in. There's the spring that we took out of the end. Just be careful that you don't lose anything. And we'll put it back on the bike. So it's basically the reverse of how we took it off. It just looks a little bit different. This goes into a little plastic do you call it? A plastic rubber cover which protects everything. Cold start lever, pull it out of the way to get the Allen. What you need to do with your 5mm, some of this is quite delicate stuff, so just be careful that you don't cross thread the pivot bolt. It would be a pivot bolt you would call it. Something like that, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to tie it too tight. So as you can see, the levers now is quite a bit away, so what we need to do is you just have to be careful that there is enough slack so it's not pressing on the hydraulic, because if you are, you'd be basically riding the clutch slightly, and we don't want that, do we? The levers are fully adjustable, so we'll get it to an adjustment that we're quite happy with. It's not going to ride the clutch there. I've got a slight bit. Now what I need to do to understand is it correct for the hand? What you need to do is to be able to put your hand on the lever, and with your forefinger right there should be touching, which it is, which allows you to pull in. Dave Moss, I don't know if you've ever been watching any Dave Moss's video of setting suspension up. If it was too close, we've got adjustment here, which right there is on the lever, and we're in, and then as we go out, the control with the second finger. So to me they look 10 times better than what the original ones did. So that's the clutch one done. As you can see, they fold up in case you drop your bike, you're not going to snap them. So what I just need to do is to tighten the Allen key back up and put the 8mm nylox on the bottom of them, and that'll be this side done. Now everything's adjusted, all we need to do, tighten up the Allen bolt, which is, there's probably a torque setting somewhere, but you get a feel of stuff. And then the 8mm nylox, which is at the bottom, once it's tightened up to tighten 1/8 of a turn, it's adequate. That's it. The nylox is only there to stop the bolt from getting loose and for dropping out, so you've got no clutch. It doesn't have to be mega tight. The nylox is there, it's not going to vibrate loose, there's no issue with that. So that one side's done, that's the clutch side. So let's get over and do the brake side, shall we? A little bit different this side on the brake lever. What it is, it's got a spindle bolt. It's 10mm on the top, 10mm on the bottom. So nylox still on the bottom. Take the nylox off, somewhere safe. I'll be losing it. When you do take it off, take the spindle out, make sure, take it off slowly. Things could pop out, you could have springs and things all over the place if it's the first time you've ever done it before. You've got a plastic rubber grommet there, just ease that out slowly. You've got a little micro switch there, try not to disturb that. That's your brake on and off. A little bit different to the other side, we don't need to do anything with this, take it apart, because all it does, if you just unloosen it and give it a bit of slack, it comes out. Process back, the adjuster just slots straight in, no need to do anything. Goes into the rubber dust cap, just ease it in, it will, should do, there we go, it just clips in. It's basically to stop dust and that getting into your master cylinder. Bolt goes in, your nylox nut, which goes on the bottom. Don't be a superhero, it's only alloy. You can see I'm only using a little dumpy spanner. So that's about hand tight. A little bit of a nip up, all it needs, nothing else. Don't need anything much more. The adjustment is available onto that. So what I'm looking for is somewhere about the fingers bit from the bars but it's solid, which will give me ample braking, because if you don't adjust that enough and it comes too far back to the handle grip, you won't have any braking, it won't be solid and you won't stop in time. Braking finger, it's covered straight over. To be honest with you, it needs to go because I'm just hitting here, this 2-finger braking, it's all you need to be doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to widen that in a couple of turns. That's taking it out. I've got clear there, I've got no issues with that. It's solid, it's not binding, I can 2-finger brake, there's no problem. If I need to, I can use my 4 fingers on it. That seems about right. First time out, we'll be able to see if they're both okay. If they're not, you can adjust them and do them. So that's the brake side done. So now they're put on, they don't have to look a little bit different, don't they? I like the laser etching, the CCM on the front. They're fully adjustable, one-piece aluminium billeted. They do look much better, don't they? That's the clutch side, and over onto the brake side. The same thing again, with the CCM on it, fully adjustable, billeted. Why don't they put them on standard, I don't know, but to YouTubers, something dead easy, something simple to do in the garage on a Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning. A bit of bling on the CCM, look much better, don't they? Comment down below what you think of them. We're a little bit expensive, anybody knows where they can find them any cheaper, and let everybody else know. Don't forget, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. YouTube algorithms like that. As I said in one of the previous videos, anybody wants you to ride out, give us a shout, show you around the Lake District, no problem at all. Don't forget, if you're new here and you quite enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe button comes up there, down there, ring that bell. Every time I upload a video, you'll get a notification. So then you'll be able to watch all the awesome videos that we're going to upload soon. So thanks very much for watching, hope it's been of interest. As they say, keep safe, we'll see you soon.